2 days ago, a massive earthquake hit northeastern India, destroying homes and lives. The quake also caused widespread damage to the Bnei Menashe community, a group who believes it's descended from the ancient Israelite tribe of Menashe. Laura Ben David is the director of marketing of Shavei Israel, an organization that helps Jewish people around the world reconnect with their heritage. She joins us with more. Thanks for coming in.
My pleasure. Thank you.
So can you tell us a little bit about this recent earthquake in India? How is the Bnei Menashe community affected?
Yeah, it's been pretty terrible, actually. The earthquake itself was centered in Imphal, which is the capital of Manipur, which is in the northeastern India. And it was a 6.7 on the Richter scale, which is a pretty significant earthquake. We have about 7,000 Bnei Menashe who are living in the region, most of them in Manipur area.
And how is your organization helping these people? I know that you have a new campaign to raise money, correct?
Yes. We've been working with the Bnei Menashe for as long as the organization is existing, about 15 years. We help them with returning to their Jewish roots. They are a lost tribe of Menashe, and we help them with making Aliyah, which is what they all want. Now, of course, we have really jumped in to help them with this emergency. We're, as far as we know, the only Jewish or Israeli organization that are helping, and certainly the only ones that are helping specifically with the Bnei Menashe.
So how many Bnei Menashe and Kaifung Jews have you guys brought to Israel already?
There are about 10,000 of Bnei Menashe, and we've brought already 3,000 who are settled all over Israel. And in fact, we are hoping to bring another 700 this year. They are waiting patiently for the official okay from the State of Israel. As far as the Kaifung Jews, there are about 1,000, 500 to 1,000 that are known. And we brought several about 6 years ago, and we are excited that it's going to be restarted, and we have another 5 young women making Aliyah in the next month or so.
And for those that have come to Israel already, where are they living? What is life like for them in Israel right now?
So for the Bnei Menashe, most of them we now help settle in, largely in the north, all around the periphery. We have people in Akko and in Upper Nazareth and all the areas in the north. We help them settle into communities that are going to accept them, that embrace them, work with them, and they're thriving. They're really, really doing well.
So what other groups of Jews around the world does your organization work with? What is their status?
So we work with lost and hidden Jews, which is kind of a broad concept. We have, again, the Bnei Menashe and the Kaifung Jews, which are from a pretty ancient time in terms of how long they've been disconnected from the rest of the Jews. But we also work with the descendants of the Moranos, or Bnei Anusim, those who were sent out of, in Spain and Portugal during the Spanish Inquisition, and had to convert or die, and they basically hid their Jewishness, and that Jewishness remained with them for all of these generations, and it's quite incredible. And now these people, they're suddenly returning, looking to return, so we help them to return to their heritage, whatever that means to them. We also work with people who are much more recent, such as those from Poland, the descendants of the Holocaust survivors who returned to Poland. Not that many did, but those who did hid their Jewishness, and for 2 generations, it was completely hidden. It's very anti-Semitic there, and now suddenly these people who are dying, the grandparents, who have kept the secret all these years, don't want the secret to die with them and telling their children and their grandchildren, and they're turning to us and saying, what do we do with this secret that has now come out?
So you spoke a little bit about, maintaining this Judaism, right? Out of curiosity, what is a process, that these people are going through to kind of reconnect with their Jewish faith? Do they have to convert, especially if they're coming from these lost tribes?
Right. So every single situation is different. For example, with the Bnei Menashe, who have been lost really from the Jewish people for 2,700 years, from the time of the expulsion of the 10 tribes in the Assyrian Empire. So for them, there's no records, there's no real information. The rabbinate, the chief rabbinate of Israel, they ruled a number of years ago that these people are indeed the seed of the Jewish people and are entitled to, as descendants of Jews rather than halakhically, legally Jews. So in order to properly return to the Jewish people, they do a conversion, but they do a fairly easy conversion because they are living as Orthodox Jews, as Torah Jews.
So what can people do to donate to those in need from the Bnei Menashe community in India?
So we set up an emergency campaign. It's a juicer campaign. I think that the link is probably up there. It's really quite urgent. We have people on the ground there in Manipur now who are assessing the needs, but there are many, many needs. There's been a lot of damage all over. Thank God all of the Bnei Menashe are physically okay, but the damage is really widespread, and we're only just beginning to understand what the needs will be, but we know they will be great, and we are going to do everything we can to make sure that they get out of this as quickly as possible.
Thanks so much for coming in, Laura.
My pleasure.